need to have this my other computer looked at because it's been doing crazy things. But like always, you'll see a little red thing pop up on your screen. You know what that means, everybody. We are live. Welcome to another Pendergast podcast. And what an honor it is again to have Ryan Wolfe and Giacomo Monera on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and of course my man Daniel Shoemake, man. So this one might be a little trouble, and I'm ready to get into it. It's gonna be fun. So what's going on, Ryan and Giacomo? What have you guys been doing since the last time we spoke?
Jack, you want to go first?
I was gonna say you can go ahead and tell them how you were
Yeah,
laying in bed for a couple weeks.
yeah. So, I went up about a week after our podcast, Chris. Went up to train at Cornerspin, North Carolina, and I fell over and broke my hand.
Oh
What the
Uh,
hell?
yeah, I got I don't know if you can see
This
that little
dude.
scar right there. See that
This
little scar?
dude.
I had to get a little drill. Had to get a little piece of equipment put in my hand because I fractured my scaphoid, whatever
Yep.
that is. It's like I crashed with my hand open, and it broke it, snapped it in half. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
drove back home. And it was funny. The funny story behind it is the hand surgeon guy that looked at me. He told me, he's like, hey, I can't do this surgery. Like, I know exactly what you need, and I've done the surgery multiple times before. 'Cause he was like an army guy, and he's done motocross guys that have had that same thing. And he's like, I'm getting arthritis. Like, I'm close to retiring. I can't do the surgery. And so he referred me to this lady surgeon, and she said, no, you need to be in a cast for, it was like 16 weeks or whatever. I'm like, I can't do that. Whatever you like, I need surgery. Like, the season is starting in like what at the time it was like 5 months, and so I'm like, hey, he's like, hey, I didn't like her opinion on that, so he ended up coming out of retirement and doing the surgery for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, he came out. I thought it was funny. When I was going under anesthesia, I imagined him walking out of the room like with background music, like coming out like it's the NBA finals with his hands up and everything. It's cool. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That's
Dude,
fun.
Ryan, you got a lot of noise going on in your
Yeah, no,
background.
my bad. Here, I can mute real quick. I'm at Monster Jam with my girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh,
They invited me
God.
over. Dude, I had no clue. I had
Playing
no clue it was
Red
gonna
Dead
last till
today.
3 o'clock. She told me to go to her house at like 8 o'clock or 8 a.m. I'm like, okay, I'll be there. So we left at 8 a.m. We're at Monster Jam. We're here in the V8s, big block V8s. But,
Dude, that's
Big
cool.
Block V8.
Yeah.
That's an
Did
understatement.
no invite?
dude,
Dude,
I'm
what? Drive
sorry.
over the house?
It was
What
yesterday.
the hell, man?
I was just hanging out at her house yesterday, and her dad came up. He's like, "Hey, you want to go to Monster Jam?" Sure. I mean, I got a podcast to do with sure. And he's like, "Oh, we'll be back home by 3." Yeah, but but yeah, I can go on mute if it's too loud.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, for sure. All right, Giacomo, brother, man, what's been going on since the last time we had a chat?
Well, a lot of things have happened, and good and bad. Just trying to figure out the plans for the year. But I actually got to go back home and see my family, which was a huge deal. I don't get to do that enough, I think. So it was cool. I had a good time and just kind of detached from everything just for a little bit, and then came back willing to put into work. And actually, these last couple of weeks, I got the news that I'll be defending my title in the Wera Endurance Championship on a lightweight bike, and this year it will be a step up from the SV 650 that we rode on last year.
Oh, great. So you're on a 660 next year. Damn it.
Yep.
Shit.
Maybe an R7? Are we running an R7? Or is it a
Who knows?
660?
Not sure yet.
Shit.
But we're gonna figure it out soon. But it's looking to it's shaping up to be a pretty good year. So I can't complain. My plans with Moto America haven't really gone the way I wanted them to. But I'm still working towards it, and we're gonna know something hopefully within the end of the month or next month for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
Well,
good
you get
stuff.
to beat me up at Cycle Jam this year in the endurance race. So I'm
It's gonna be
pull
fun.
the motor. I'm pulling the motor soon. It's because I got to rebuild the motor on mine. But yeah, I'll be on an SV, so it's gonna be like, oh, there goes Giacomo. I'll see you next time. You'll lap me. It's fine.
I'm hoping to bring the SV out every now and then and go back to competing on the bike, since
yeah,
Russell's been kind enough to let me let me borrow a bike for the moment. So yeah, we'll definitely be rubbing elbows for sure.
I don't know. We will take the start, and I will watch you disappear, and I'm going to be in the back. I know how this works. I've already been there.
If Ron's going to be on the grid with us, he'll slow us down.
Uh-oh. Hey, you watch out. I'll get the launch on the 400. Get the launch on the 400. I'm feeling good on that.
So I see a little friendly competition happening. So yeah, are you guys going to be racing on the same team in endurance?
Brian obviously doesn't know.
I don't know the plan, man. I don't know the plan.
Ron says, I'm just going to show up and ride.
Ron's going to be like, hey, you need somebody else. Let's go.
Right?
Hey, hopefully. I got CCS or ASRA, whatever that endurance is. Jeremy Coffey, the guy that was with me in Florida,
yeah.
They offered for me to ride on his Gixxer 750, his M4 built Gixxer 750.
Yeah.
In the endurance there, but it's like it's gonna be another like low jacks. Like we don't expect to be competing for the championship. It's practice for him for his Moto America middleweight go. So that's what they offered for me, and I'm like, hey, cool, as long as it doesn't interfere with the WERA season, because I still want to be open for that. But I said, sure, I'll ride a 750.
Is that endurance race like next weekend? Because I know there's something at Jennings next week.
They're doing the Jennings is a one-off thing. Okay. I think they're doing it's like a 5-hour long, or like it's like 10 hours combined or whatever. They do 4 hours one way and 4 hours the other way. And there's something
that's cool.
Somebody explained it to me, and I was like, man, that sounds good. But and they're like, you should do it on the 400. I'm like, can't sprint motor. I'm gonna blow it up. Can't do that. Yeah.
I was talking to a buddy of mine. They're going down and doing it, but it's just like I thought about it. And I was like, yeah, but the money I've got to spend to go do that is that's the rebuild the SV motor money, and I'm going on vacation in March. I'm like, no, we love you, mean it, but it's like if you need me, that's bad, but I'll come down. But if it gets to the point where you guys need me, you might not want to go. You know?
That's hilarious. Daniel's like, I'll be your backup rider.
Shit, I'll be the guy. I'll be the slow guy that just plugs laps off. And get off the bike. Get out of here.
As far as Russell's always concerned, as long as we keep circulating, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So it'd work out.
Figure out a 7-gallon tank that way we don't have to come in for fuel. Just switch riders and go.
That's a big tank, right?
You think I'm kidding? Tank. I know where one's at.
Wow. That's on an SV.
The bike handles shit when it's full.
Oh, I'm sure. It's like a lead weight on top. You're
God, it's an extra 100 pounds on top of the bike. You're like, why is this not turning? Damn it. This is bullshit.
Yeah, those first 10 to 15 laps are pretty brutal. With full tank.
Oh, it's horrible. But anyway. So Giacomo, you're doing endurance next year. Ryan, you're doing Moto America. Giacomo, are you wrenching for Jackson again, or do you know what you're doing for? Wait, no, you're working on a ride. Never mind. I'm being stupid.
No. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, I'd like to be, on a team in at least a Twins Cup or a Super Sport, but who knows? Maybe I'm riding a 400 this year with Ryan.
Hey,
anything can happen.
Look, some of the races that we've all seen in Junior Cup, we can add 3 or 4 more psychos to the line, and it'd be a really good time. So, now, Ryan, have you ridden that bike yet? Did you ride it at GNF or?
No, so I didn't ride at GNF. It was on the rain setup, had rain tires on and everything. Okay. It just wasn't the right time. But I did last weekend head down to Jennings and spun. It was 126 laps in total, and I got down to within 2 seconds of Kayla's record there.
Nice.
That's fine.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was fun. I feel really comfortable on it. It pulls faster than the SV or the Endurance SV. It pulls better than the Endurance SV through like third gear. Like in
Wow.
third gear, like I roll on the throttle and it's like there, and it's light. It's so light, so much better than the SV. I feel so much more comfortable almost. But my body position needs to be worked on. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I need to work on. Easy was there. I don't know if you remember Easy from Alpha Omega.
Yeah.
And he was riding a 400 with some other kid who bought Solly Mervis's orange bike.
Yeah.
He bought Solly Mervis's bike and he was training with him, and then the kid destroyed Solly's bike, so he didn't have anybody to ride with. So he started riding with me, and he started showing me how fast I could really go on a 400. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty sweet.
They're fun. I got to
Yeah.
ride one of my buddies that's got I think it's a stock motor, but it's Olin's all the way through. I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, I'm not working nearly as hard right now. This is really nice.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
they pull. They're fast.
I've never ridden one. So,
Brother, you on a 400 would look like a monkey on a football. God love you. Like I already look like that, so there ain't no way, they no telling how you'd look on one. They're fun though.
Yeah.
Like they get like a lot of my buddies that are on big bikes doing track days and that kind of thing. Barber, the advanced group, is inundated with little bikes, and it can get sketchy at times, just from the speed difference and everything else. Especially at Barber or even God Road Atlanta, it'd be horrible. But if you get a good big pack of little bikes together at Barber, it's fun. But it's track days they can be a menace.
Yeah, and on those 400s, those straightaways, they become twice as long.
Yeah,
you're just sitting there, like waiting for the straight, for the turn to come to you. And it's like,
can you imagine
oh my
running
God.
Atlanta on a 400? Wait, Ryan's gonna have to.
Dude, can you guys imagine Road America? Think about Road America. That's straight. I got to go there. Yeah.
Oh God. Well, okay. Road America is a fun racetrack. Have you ever been up there, Ryan? Oh, you're gonna love it.
I haven't either. I can't wait to go.
Oh
no, I've been to Road America in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. I've been there.
Really
it's phenomenal.
Wild. It's awesome. The food, the track, it's the best track food you'll ever find.
It is.
It's the track itself is really wide. I think there's one place on the track you'll get below third gear. Like it's turn 5, the left coming down the hill. And that's it. And then
I've been spinning laps there on Forza Motorsport 7.
Oh yeah.
But I just because I figured out that they have the little chicane added. They have that track, and I've just been trying to do laps there, but it's still like I feel like I'm not gonna like it for some reason. I just feel like I'm not gonna like it.
No, you're gonna like.
You're gonna love it.
I hate that chicane.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate that chicane. I hate that chicane. I was there when they were doing the kink on the back straight.
Yeah.
I understand why you don't do that, but Jesus Christ. It's like doing the old S's at Road Atlanta. Like, why can't we do that?
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have that track on the new Ride 5.
They do. They've got it on 4 too.
All right. Because I just got Ride 5.
I haven't tried Ride 5 yet. I don't think I've got it. But...
Yeah.
Ryan, you got a wheel?
What?
You got a wheel?
Yeah, steering wheel?
No, I don't have a wheel. All controller.
Oh Lord.
Do you, Giacomo?
Jock's got the setup now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it in the background? I can see it in the background.
No, that's a weight bench in the background.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
That right there. Yeah.
Oh.
I last year when I broke my my collarbone, I was stuck in here, didn't know what to do for a couple months, and just kind of it dawned on me that if I got a sim, I could sit inside and like still try to race in some way. So I built it, and actually Fanatec has a whole bundle, and I bought one of the cheaper ones, and it turned out to be a pretty good, solid investment, if you can call it that. But it definitely keeps me busy when I don't have anything to do in the winter or can't go and ride and stuff.
I will say, Giacomo, that video that you put out with you on the flat track bike, where I think it was you and Ashton goofing off. Like the old school Comstar front wheel on that bike looks awesome. I saw it. I was like, dude, it's the same wheel my brother's got in his 81 CB650. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I honestly didn't know what to think about it when I picked it up, when I picked the bike up. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. It looks different, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely careful. I don't want to be jumping on it too much because
don't jump that.
that's really not meant to do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty lightweight too. If you consider the when you look at the rim, it's like, damn, that thing looks heavy. Well, it's really not.
Yeah.
Is it tubeless?
No, I got a tube in there.
Yeah.
But sweet. Yeah. So okay, Ryan, did they fuse that bone? Did they fuse your wrist, or is it just a clip? Like, what they do?
They put a little screw, screw in there, and it held both of them together, and it healed up just fine. He showed me the X-ray the other day, and it's like there's no line in there anymore. So
good.
Yeah, it's all fully healed.
That's a horrible bone to break.
Oh yeah, and it could restrict movement, but look, I got full mobility, and it only was sore. Like I did a 30-minute long stint to do like a gas test, and that was I got off the bike and it was a little more sore than everything else, but other than that, it was good.
Yeah, because my mom had that happen the last time she crashed her bike, and then she's like, "Nope, I'm done," and they ended up having to fuse her wrist. So yeah. There's a reason why my mom wants a Can-Am now, because she can ride it like a freaking jet ski. And it's like
the Spider, the Can-Am Spider, the little 3-wheel.
Man, dude, I've ridden those things and they're crazy.
Dude, I have lit the tires through 3 gears on one of those things.
It's just the whole feel of it's just like it's weird. It's just weird. I didn't like it. I wasn't a huge fan, to be honest with you.
I would like to take one on a track day just to see what would happen.
Man, I'd just flip it.
I mean, okay, cool. I'm in leathers. I'll be all right. Just don't. I won't wear my really good helmet. How about that? Don't want the custom
hilarious. That's hilarious, dude. Giacomo, that setup's awesome, man. I always wanted to get me a wheel, right? And because I'm like Ryan down here, I'm joystick, right? But the wheel, my buddy's got one in Oklahoma. Actually, I fly out there every year, and then we drive to the Texas race, the MotoGP race. And he's got one. It's a Logitech. Shit, I can't remember. It was like $500 or $600, maybe. I don't know. It was like $600, I think. But
I got one right here that I'm about to give away to some friends. Which was the wheel that I kind of started with.
Oh yeah.
And this was like, I want to say $300 or $250, and it was a good starting point. Like, honestly, for what it was, for the money. But he's got the newer one, which is like their pro version of that wheel.
Maybe, or he got the stand. I think that's why it costs so much. Like the stand you can get with it, because that one you actually got a mount, right? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
You got a mount, dude. I want one for real. It's awesome. So we actually have a couple comments coming in. I forget. So I had to use my wife's computer, right? My normal computer I was using. Man, I come in here and I get it all logged in, and my screen kept like. It was fucking weird. I couldn't log in. I couldn't do anything. And I was like, I got to swap it out. So I was in like a rush trying to get the computer swapped in and out, log in and do all that. And so I used a mouse. She don't have a mouse. So I got to use the finger pad, right? You guys are like, yeah, okay, whatever. Shut up. Just keep talking. Now. So BR Moofler, what is up? He says, my boy Daniel Shoemake, but I miss fake Dan still.
Okay, so here's the story. I got hacked bigger than shit last January. I mean, bigger than shit. Like, not only did they hack my Facebook, they spywared my phone. So they could see what I was doing as I was in my phone. They got bank account numbers and everything. They got me for like $2,700.
You must have signed up for something on that.
I don't know what. I didn't sign up for anything. I didn't sign up for anything like that.
OnlyFans, don't lie.
It's the OnlyFans hack. You got
it's
caught,
not that.
Dan.
No.
You got caught, Dan.
I mean, what? Okay, fine. Whatever you guys want to come up with.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, your childlike imagination.
It's
okay.
all good, man. It's
But anyway, but like literally got me for like $2,700 and everything. I was like, what the fuck? So, but
Dude.
that's the running joke for fake Dan, because it went from like me to some dude that looks like Eastern European 55-year-old wearing like skinny jeans.
Oh
and
my
shit.
God.
And it's just like, what the huh? And everybody literally is like, I'm getting text messages going, what is this? What are you doing? I was like, I got nothing. I'm fighting with this dude. I'm trying to get in and lock him. I couldn't do it. I just fought and couldn't get anything out of it. So that's the fake Dan story. I got, again, hacked bigger than shit. I got like $900 of it back, but still, it's almost $3,000.
That's some.
Dang.
That's some.
That's
bullshit.
a big subscription on OnlyFans.
It was not that.
Right? Look, everybody go to OnlyFans, look up fake Dan. Bam, there it is.
Dude.
Oh, this is awesome. So
That's horrible.
That is horrible. Andrew Hughes, what is up, man? He says, "What's up, guys?"
What up?
And then Trevor Watson, what's going on, man? He said the speed difference is crazy and really frustrating.
Oh yeah, that's little bikes at Barber. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to Derrick Henry one guy on a 400. He had to stiff arm the shit out of this dude coming up out of
road rash.
4. Just bang. Literally, like he showed me the video of it. Like literally road rash that dude. And I think he may have been an instructor. So dude tried to come up and yell at Trevor. Trevor's like, really? Like, this is what you're gonna do? Okay. And if you haven't met Trevor, Trevor's also 6'5" and 230 pounds when he's not, in Moto America shape. So yeah, it's like, no, we're not doing that today, bud.
That's it. No, I haven't had the honor to meet Trevor, but I will this year for sure.
Yeah. I think we're all going to be at Road Atlanta. I think like Trevor and then we're going to come hang out. Ryan, I'm helping if you still need help. So,
yeah, dude. I was just about to say that. I'll hit you with dates because we've got Dakari, right? Yeah. Dakari Harris. Yeah, Dakari is going to be our main help, but I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know if we're getting season credentials or something like.
Just let me know.
Yeah,
because I'll be down. I'll come help at Road Atlanta. I don't know if I'll be able to help at Barber, but I'll definitely be down to come help do whatever you guys need me to do for Road Atlanta.
And then I know we'll start getting with people about Brainerd and like Mid Ohio, like the weird rounds. I'll start getting with people about that. But you're one of the top, like probably first on the list after Dakar is like you,
holler at me.
Howie from Motorcycle Excitement. We've got Tom Wynn from Low Jacks. Like there's a whole bunch of people I've been thinking about having.
Holler at me. I can check tire pressures and make sure your helmet's clean for the best.
Dude, all I need. What's nice is having people that I trust. It makes me go like a second faster. Like having Dakar there at the track, it's like as soon as he does the pressures, looks at me, gives me a thumbs up. I'm like, let's go. That's good.
That's all you gotta do.
But yeah, Giacomo, what did you figure out for Weir Endurance? What'd you figure out for next year?
Well, the only thing I can say is that it's on one of my really good buddies' team. So it's somebody who's helped me since I was a kid here in South Carolina. But it's all just kind of like new, so I can't really say a whole lot, unfortunately. But it kind of went to it just kind of came in as a text message the other day, and I was like, I really don't have anything planned right now, so let's sign me up.
Yeah, no, that's good, dude. I'm excited because I didn't know that's the first I'm hearing of you being on another twin. That's good.
I know.
I'm
and
excited.
we usually talk, so it's not
well, we did just talk like the other day too. You got updated about the you're actually getting out and testing the middleweight bike too, right?
Yeah. So that's why I was saying between now and the end of February I'll know something. It's pretty exciting, but I do kind of wish I could have things figured out before, like earlier, you know what I mean? So I have time to prepare for everything. But last minute is better than doing nothing.
No minute.
So.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Does it add any extra pressure on you too?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does because at the end of the day, I'm kind of doing everything on, like I've just recently got some big help by Jeff Andrakis, and he's been pushing me to not quit and just like keep moving forward and just figuring stuff out because at the end of the day, that's what I am doing is just trying to figure things out so yeah, it is a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I enjoy doing, so it doesn't really feel that way.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then Diane, what is up? She says, "Hi guys."
Hey, it's Track Mama.
Yeah, she's awesome. She is, yeah,
She is
absolutely.
great.
And then we got David Wolfe. What is up, man? He says, "I wish the Bulls
Papa.
could do another endurance run together.
Papa
Such a great
Wolf.
season
Papa
last
Wolf.
year." Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it
What?
was great. I was definitely bummed to hear that the endurance bike got sold um and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Russell kind of never promised us another year. It was always unknown whether we were gonna get show up to the next round. So it doesn't. There was no promises or anything like that, so it doesn't really hurt me in a way. I actually feel really good about us potentially being the last people to put a SV 650 on a lightweight podium or win a championship with it.
Yeah,
Which is I find it pretty freaking cool.
Absolutely.
that is pretty neat. Just because that bike's been the staple of the class for 25 years. So,
I mean,
you
it
know,
was such a
Yeah.
great bike when it come out, right? I mean, it was cheap. You could wheelie the living shit out that thing, right? I mean, it
Yeah,
did.
that's
I mean,
Ryan.
yeah, but honestly, for what it was, the chassis is not really that bad, right? I mean, out the
no,
box, I mean, the brakes were decent, the
It's
shock
not
was shit,
awful.
but
It's still
yeah,
it definitely shudders a little bit. It's better than the R7, I think, but
yeah,
no, it's those things are pretty good. You can be really hard on them. I was very hard on equipment the whole season, riding the rear brake, getting the suspension shudder and everything, and it was still fun. The bike still ran perfect. But it's like a championship winning bike, like 3.5K OBO.
yeah.
That's really what it is. The tank's worth half of what the bike is.
I'm pretty sure the
So
rear shock's worth the other half.
yeah,
right,
pretty much.
You know,
Yeah.
like they're with them homologating that new GSX 8R and 8S.
yeah.
Like I know of someone that's had one of those 8S's for a year that he's been developing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited, but that they're heavy.
Ooh, sounds like M4 Suzuki is gonna have a GSX-R8.
I wasn't gonna. I'm not saying nothing. All I know is somebody's working on one, but
Yep.
they're
For
just
sure.
they're real heavy. Like
Yeah.
the R is like 445 pounds wet, so you're gonna have to come up with 100 pounds off that thing. And looking at it, you pull all the street crap off of it. That subframe looks like it's made out of a telephone pole. So you pull that thing off of there, get an aluminum subframe on it, put a lightweight battery in it. You might drop 65, 75 pounds easy, just like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and looking stock everything, dyno pulls, that thing's putting 80 to the wheel, which is around where an R7, it's a little bit down on a 660, but
You're in the ballpark.
we all know what
Yeah, yeah.
660s look like
Yeah.
going around a racetrack. So it's like, okay.
I mean, that's
But
the bike to be on, though, for real. I mean,
yeah, but for those of us who don't have 660 money,
I know,
it's
dude, I
like,
know. I know.
Well,
shit.
the problem I think is in the class regulations, like on a twins bike. You
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
you should be able to race a pretty stock bike and be competitive. Like an RS 660 stock would be is pretty. It's a good bike. The motor is not that great compared to like a R7, but or I'm sorry, the motor is better than an R7, but the problem is this, with an R7, you have to go in and put so much money just to be
Yeah.
competitive.
yeah,
Like just motor work, and it just doesn't make sense to me how they can keep a class going like that. But it is what it is. Like I see overseas, they run the Aprilia Trofeo Cup and the R7 Cup, where the bikes are stock or mostly stock. They're race prepped, but motors are stock, and You do suspension and that's about it. And everybody races on the same bike. It just makes so much more sense to me. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
They've got that Sport Bike Cup over in BSB or whatever the name of the class is, but it's like everything's available, but it's a 95 horsepower limit.
Yep.
So I like that idea because we all know the glass ceiling, like the concrete ceiling on an SVs, to make it reliable and run forever is 85 horsepower. But if you don't mind rebuilding a motor every other weekend, you can get 90 out of it. But, that would make an SV back in the fold if you would do it at 95 horsepower limit. But
well, that
we know
was
that's not gonna
so that was the problem with mine. I made 87.
Yeah.
And probably my best, not Jersey. We're not counting Jersey because I was raining, but Pittsburgh, there's a huge difference between the big, huge manufactured sponsored riders and us. And I was right at that gap, and it was like me, Chris Parrish, and then the gap to like ninth or eighth was like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 6 on the last lap. Still, it's 6 seconds. There was no pulling that down.
Nah.
Which sucked. I'm also kicking myself for not putting. I might have been able to be the last SV in Moto America on a podium, but
man, look, I was jumping up. I was jumping on the couch watching that. I was like, no way did he just do that? And I looked up, I'm like, well, it's Ryan. All right, whatever. All right, figures.
Oh, it was awesome.
Hey, I was pumped, dude.
Me too.
I saw that happen.
Dude.
I'm jumping up on the couch like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the rush was crazy. I saw I'm looking at, because Blake's one of my best friends. I'm looking at the championship battle in live time. Like, I'm used to 10 to 12 bikes being in front of me, and now there's only 2. And my heart started racing real fast, and the track started getting real slippery. So
Right.
It happens.
it's pretty bad.
That's awesome. You're like, am I in a video game right now? Is this happening? Like, yeah, that's dude. I was there. Yeah, I was there.
The high lasted like 4 days. It was I was pumped. The podium rush was crazy.
It's awesome.
Could tell Ryan shit.
Yeah, I was so happy for him too. It was good stuff.
Yeah, you should have seen. I was yelling at the corners. Like, yeah, like rocking my head back and forth at the corner because like these dudes don't know me. I'm like, dude, I'm so pumped. It was so good.
That's awesome.
It is, man. But that's what I would do the same thing, right? I'm sure Giacomo would and Daniel would too, right? You got to, man, you got to let it out. That's awesome.
Dude.
Yeah, the energy.
That was so exciting.
It was, man. I remember. So Ryan actually called me. It was like, hey, I'm in my trailer. Come over. So I went in there, and as soon as I opened it up and I walked in, you just feel the energy. It was fantastic. I mean, it was awesome. It was good stuff, man.
It was good.
It really was. And then Daniel Boo Cook says, stoked to see you guys kill it this season.
Oh, Big Dan. He's got the SV. He took the SV from me.
Did he really?
That one. Yeah.
What, the third gen?
Big Dan. Yeah, he's taking the third gen. They're gonna kill it with Weir Endurance, hopefully.
Yep.
So that'll be fun to watch.
It will.
Dude, I remember you first got that bike. You came past me at bar, and I'm like, well, there goes Ryan.
Dude, I was flying. I love that. That was good because I was on the 59 horse SV, and then I hop on that, and I'm like, whoa, point and shoot now.
Supposed to feel like.
We're pointing and shooting. Like the Ninja 400, the Moto America 400 makes 7 horsepower less than my old SV. So sitting at 52 right now, 52 on the dyno. I'm gonna take
weighs like what,
this Wednesday.
Pounds less?
Oh yeah, this Wednesday I'm taking it down up to Boss Racing in Jersey to get it tuned. Mike Kopp's. Normally I go to Mike Kopp for all the tuning stuff. His dyno's down right now, so I'm gonna go up and give it to Boss Racing maybe for a day or two. Hopefully they can do it while I'm there. It's a 5-hour long trip, so I don't want to go back. But I'm just gonna drop it off, see if they can't squeak a little more power out of it, still within regulation limits and all that. But also, guys, I got 5 minutes to get out of this stadium, so I'm gonna go.
Okay,
I'm gonna go right now. See what my girlfriend's doing. But
you're good.
Thanks for putting up. Thanks for putting up with this, guys. I love you all.
We love you too, Ryan. Listen.
Holler at me. Let me know what I got to do.
I will. I'll send you a text.
Call me later.
I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. I got you.
You're welcome.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you.
Bye.
That was awesome. That's good
All right,
stuff.
who watched freaking San Diego last night?
Man, I
did
didn't,
not.
dude.
Oh!
Listen, I wanted to, but dude, my son was like, "Listen, Dad, let's play Fortnite." I've been promising him, so me and him
That's fine.
sat down.
That you went. You go be a good dad. You
Yeah,
can sit there and
yeah.
skip Supercross.
yeah. So that's why I did.
All right.
But no, I heard it was really good.
Bro,
Yeah, I want to know about it. Oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't?
Plessy.
Oh, okay. Dang.
And then I don't know what happened with Jason Anderson and Jet Lawrence or whatever the Lawrence
Oh,
kid
I
is.
see.
I want to know what happened because if Jason Anderson's mad about getting a hard pass put on him, bro, it's Supercross.
Right.
But if it's something else, I kind of want to know. Like, I want to know what's going on.
I saw the clip.
Dude, that was rough.
I haven't even seen it yet. I'm gonna have to Google it.
It's rough. It's full on Varsity Blues football coach rough. Like, yo, I saw that. I'm like, that ain't good.
Dude,
But the race was good at least. Like it rained a little bit and then it quit raining, thankfully. So it wasn't San Francisco all over again. But shoo, it was a good race. I'll definitely say that. But yeah, real good race. I don't want to spoil it for anybody else who hadn't seen it. So
No, it's all
I'm
good.
watching it tonight. That's for
yeah,
sure.
dude, it's great. Watch the whole thing.
It's on
Watch
YouTube.
all
Right?
three. The highlights will be on YouTube. If
Okay.
you've got access to Peacock, watch the whole broadcast
All right.
because it's definitely worth it.
All right,
So-
I will. And then Dominique, what's going on, man? He says, "Good morning, guys."
Good morning. It's like 2:30. Where's he at? Good morning.
I don't know. He could be in Australia. Who
Who's
knows? Yeah.
Where's he at?
And then Gabriel Mount. What is going on, man? We need
Gabe!
to chat, dude. Gabe's awesome, man.
It's fast.
Yeah, he is. He says, "Hey,
Gabe's
Ron,
quick.
I'll be at Mid Ohio, hopefully racing, but if not, I'll help." Listen, that's one thing I wanted to tell him too. I'd love to help if I don't get a chance to help Cora out.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm always game to help anybody out.
Every last one of the guys that we've talked to, whenever Giacomo gets figured out what he's doing, like, yeah, anybody who's on here is like, hey, I need help. You know where we're going to be bouncing around.
Yeah,
my hair's going to be on fire. Running around between everything.
That's awesome.
Me.
And then, real quick, David Wolfe says the experience we had with Russell was the best.
I agree. That man knows a lot about motorcycles, and I mean, some of the stuff that he's said to us throughout the year is just hilarious. Actually, David had a great idea to get a poster and then write every single thing that Russell said throughout the year, or like a catchphrase that he would have, and we fill that whole poster with phrases from Russell.
Russell-isms.
Yeah, correct.
That's awesome.
That is good stuff, man.
So, have they released the endurance schedule yet? I've looked, but I haven't seen it. I know Cycle Jam, but that's all I got.
I was told so, but I looked it up yesterday. I couldn't find it, or I can find it, but then when you open the link, it doesn't open up like a set of dates.
Okay.
So who knows? Hopefully, we'll know something soon.
Yeah. So for the slightly initiated endurance racer, I've helped rebuild motorcycles in the middle of an endurance race. That's all I've got. It's going to be me and one other guy at this point. We might grab a third. Anything that you learned that you didn't expect to learn endurance racing last year? Any surprises?
Well, the first thing is don't crash.
I love it.
Well, there's that.
Because in a sprint race, if you crash, most likely you're done. But you could also get up and get a chance to go out again. In endurance, you have so much time, but at the same time you don't. And so, like, if you're losing a couple laps because of a crash, like, the chances of you winning decrease very, very a lot. So, but I would definitely say just ride your own pace and just circulate. most I think the most amount of laps that we did, we got third. And I think it was, I want to say it was in West Virginia. But we got the most amount of laps, and we were still 3 seconds slower than the top
Okay.
guy. So yeah, just circulating, and the pit stops are really important too. You got to make sure that everybody's on it and is doing, has their eye on the prize, because a bad pit stop could end the race early. So, but yeah, and then prepare for the worst. That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at the worst time too.
And if you don't have a keyless ignition, don't forget your key.
Oh,
dude.
Facts, right? Don't forget
even
the key.
say
Number
that,
one
man.
rule: don't forget your key.
Don't even say that. Don't even put that out in the ether, man.
Don't forget the
I was
key,
like,
guys.
In my defense, my race bike key is on my car keys. So it's like I've always got my race bike key with me still. So it's like, no.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. And then
yeah, like Russell had a whole a board with all the spare parts, and it was just sitting in our hot pit area, and it was all labeled, and everything we needed was on there. So that's another great thing that yeah.
Ooh, I'm stealing that. Yeah, I'm stealing that.
he said, I'm taking that idea. Right, that is a great idea though, because it's you ain't got to look for it. It's right there, right? You just run up and snag it. Bam, there it is. Daniel says we're going to see if Ryan's old bike will be on the box this year at Wear Endurance.
I mean, you
I'm
never
sure
know.
it will. That bike's fast.
Yeah, that bike's real fast. Like,
yeah.
Again, he caught me coming up the hill at Barber the day he bought that thing. It was him and it's Evan something. I can't remember his last name. Garver. Him and Evan Garver. I got to start. I'm leading all the way through 2 and 3. I'm coming up there. I'm like, yeah. All of a sudden, boom. I was like, nope. I'll see y'all later. Like, split me. They were next to each other. I just happened to be in the way. And they both came flying past me. And I was like, well, shit. All right. Went in the corner together. They went to the gas and took off. I went to the gas and stayed where I was at. So I was like, forget it. I'll see y'all later. I'll be all right with third. So that SV was fast. Anyway.
Yeah, the dudes are nice. Go ahead. Yeah, check
that SV with an endurance tank can do some damage. That's for sure.
That SV with an endurance tank will do some damage. That's going to be because I know the original rider of that motorcycle, and I know the history of that original bike. Oh God, yeah, that bike's real fast.
And on that bike, man, it's very interchangeable with a bunch of GSXR 600 and 750 parts, right? Probably even the 1000.
Some of it.
Okay.
Like you can put the forks in it, but yeah, go ahead, Jacko. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can put the triples and forks, like a whole front end off of a Gixxer 600 with the rotors and masters. And so that's actually what we raced on this year. Our Endurance SV had a whole Gixxer front end.
Yeah. And obviously that made a world of a difference, right? And listen, David, dude, I love them guys when I met the whole Wolfe family and Erica too. Them guys
David's the best.
Dude, I can't wait to see him again. He says this is what David said. He says 100% ready to help Giacomo in any capacity. Can't wait to hear what you've got going. The whole Wolfe family is always behind and there for you, right? I mean, that's
I love the Wolves.
I do too, man. They're great. They're awesome.
They're so good. Yeah. No, that's awesome. I can't wait. Actually, if things don't go to plan, I'll still be at pretty much all the races, and I'm more than happy to help Ryan out. Actually, I had a blast at New Jersey when he came in. I didn't really expect to become mechanic at in such a short period of time, but I just I hopped behind the wall and try to help Ryan put the shifter back together. But unfortunately, we didn't have the right parts to make it work and the right the amount of time that we needed. But it was still fun. I had a blast. So I'll be back for sure.
Oh yeah, he probably used up those parts at Barber when it was raining.
Probably, yeah.
Probably that's the part he needed right there when he crashed at Barber.
I would love to come watch you guys at an endurance race for sure.
Oh, dude, Cycle Jam, come to Atlanta.
I'm already going to be in Atlanta
At Moto America.
Yeah, for the Moto America race.
Cycle Jam, we're it, dude. That's like 4 days. Starts
Yeah,
Thursday.
that's a good time.
When is that?
It's in May. I'll send you the dates.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would so be down for that for sure.
Endurance racing's wild. Like, I finally got to experience the whole day of an endurance race at GNF 2 years ago, and like, I wasn't obviously doing it. I just had a free day on that Friday, so me and Dad were just walking around looking at stuff, and it's like, oh, that's how you do that corner. Okay, because you can sit there, like, you can literally, especially at Barber, when you walk over to the museum, they've got the bridge. You can go down, and there's like that little courtyard area. You can literally watch. I'm watching Jeff May come into the museum corner, hauling ass. Him and Skoltz both. I'm like, I've been having problems with this. Give me a minute. Hang on. Like, oh, that's how you do that. Okay. And literally, like, everybody that was there, like, and then Rocco was racing. Like, Blake Davis was on a 600 doing it. Like, it was wild. GNF, like, I don't know how, like, yeah, it was that way last year because, like, Josh Hayes is on Army of Darkness. So you can sit there and watch Josh Hayes murder people, like, for 4 hours. It's like, it's, and then you're sitting there watching, like, you're looking at guys going, oh, no, they're fixed that with duct tape, coat hangers, and a prayer. Oh, I hope they make it.
Hey, but listen, we all know zip ties and 200-mile-an-hour duct tape is the fucking answer for everything, right?
I'm all for it. But when the gas tank looks like a taco, it's
you put salsa on it and enjoy, right? That's what you do.
Nope. Nope.
Hot sauce and all that good shit. I'm with it. I am with it.
I'll let you.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And then Brennan Triplett, what is up, man? He says Russell's endurance prep is completely next level. Ryan and Giacomo Manero have the skills on the bike, but Russ and the rest of the crew own the pits. That is why them boys podium every event.
Definitely. Without Russell, we wouldn't have made it through the year the way we did. I mean, just the knowledge behind everything that goes on behind the wall. So in the pits, to everything that goes on the track as well. Because Pittsburgh is an awesome example. I always try to use. Russell told us the day before what it was going to happen the day of the race. He gave us 3 very distinct possibilities, and sure enough, one of the 3 ended up happening, and it started raining. But the line was dry, and we just everybody knew what was going on. It was like nobody had to stop and pit in and tell each other what was going on, and we just gave each other thumbs up and just kept on rolling, and it was great. So yeah, huge shout out to Russell and everybody else that made that team as good as it was, because
it was a very good team. I will give you that. That was a very good team.
Yeah. So. Russell always got us to all be chill and just not be scatterbrained, and so it was very good. He taught me a lot. Russell taught me a lot of things.
It's awesome,
and not just like motorcycle things, which is
life things.
Yeah,
it's always a plus.
Yeah, but dude, Giacomo. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Giacomo. I've been saying that my whole life, right? So Giacomo. Sorry, dude. Listen, sometimes
I'll reach to this camera and smack you next time you do it.
Listen. I seen him there in Jersey, man. I wish at the time I would have introduced myself to him, but he was only there for literally like a split second because they were talking about Leathers, or me and Erica was talking about Leathers Bison or X1
1X or something like that.
Yeah, 1X, and then Giacomo come up and they said something and he took off or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but at the time I didn't know it was him until I had left. But yeah, so it's good.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we crossed paths for barely a couple seconds, and I was just kind of on the go, but now I know you, so I'll definitely say hi next time I see you first.
Shit, I'd run in hot. I'd be like, oh shit, here he comes. I'm out.
My ass, I keep saying his name wrong.
Dude, that's awesome. Look, and then Chris Parrish. What is up, man? He said taco when they have guacamole on live. You already
Good old
know.
Parrish.
Yeah.
We gotta get him on here. He's got
Yep.
all, he's got all of the stories.
Absolutely. I already asked him, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
told me he was getting ready to jump on a cruise. I told him when he
Yeah,
gets
he just
done,
got back.
I told him to have fun when he gets back. Hit me up. Yeah, we'll
It's
schedule one for sure.
Yeah, that's the guy. If you don't have a chance to like talk to Russell about endurance, that's the other guy. That one.
Yeah.
whew, whew. I was helping
Actually,
rebuild his bike at Barber this year. That's the bike I was
looked up
fixing.
to him. I looked up to Chris when Jackson was racing against or with Chris on the Robin SVs, or the SVs,
Mhm.
Moto America spec SVs. So he's he's somebody I always looked up to, and he's ripping. So
That man's been ripping SVs. I've been 2000.
I was gonna say since they've been out, yeah,
That's
they've
at
been
4.
yeah.
The first time I saw him race, he was at Nashville Super Speedway here when they were still racing. We were there. Like they would put him and this other guy that rode here, that's from here, Tim Birdsong. They'd put him in the 600 group for practice because those two were too fast for the lightweights in practice. So like, no, you get to go run with the 600s. You're racing where you're supposed to, but you have to go here. So it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
Chris,
crazy.
Chris is legit. Chris is fun.
Yeah, I've been he does body work. He makes body work. I've
He
been
painted my
following
helmet.
Chris.
He did all my body work for the race bike. So yeah, he's
somebody that I've been following
Mhm.
for a long time. I've been
Yeah.
watching him for a very long time, and definitely looking forward to having a
get
chat
him
with
on.
him for sure.
We'll get him on.
But yeah, Yakimo, listen, man, I know you said you really didn't have a whole lot of time, right? You still got time to talk, or you got to go?
Yeah, no, I got I got about 10 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Listen, again, Yakimo, it's an honor. I really don't want to get into the whole,
Next year. We ain't doing next year yet.
fiasco. Yes, because like I said, we have Yakimo coming up here in February. So yeah, he'll be able to spill the beans on all the good stuff. But listen, dude, I want to ask you a question about that driving, the whole wheel and all that. You automatically faster using that once you get used to it than a joystick?
Well, so I've never really had video games when I was a kid, so I never played with the joystick. And like today, when I go to my friend's house and they're playing video games, I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just gonna watch because I suck. But no, I remember this when I was really young. My dad bought a steering wheel for a computer, but it was maybe like $80 to $100 at the max, like pretty bad quality. But I
Yeah.
still played. I remember playing Dirt Rally, Colin McRae Dirt Rally, and he's a big idol of mine. And so I started playing that, and then I kind of got away from it. Never really did any more sim racing. And of course, throughout the years, everything's evolved so much. And when I first broke this collarbone, I bought myself uh, this Logitech G920, and it's a good entry level steering wheel and pedals. But when I broke this other one, I was like, I gotta do it right this time. So I bought myself the Fanatec with the pedals, and but yeah, I'm not very good at the whole joystick thing.
Yeah.
Are you doing iRacing or is it just strictly console?
Not at the moment. I'm waiting to get a computer, but like I said, I want to do it right, and I want to get some pretty high quality computer set up. So as soon as I'm able to, I'll definitely get into more iRacing. I've been doing a lot of Gran Turismo, F1, and Formula One.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I already said that.
Yeah.
F1. Yeah.
Which one you like better out of Gran Turismo and Formula One?
I like F1 for the reason that, especially F1 23 is it's pretty realistic. Like if you're playing with full simulator setup, you have to be really careful on the throttle, and the brake pressure is pretty good. You feel a lot of the bumps and everything, but then so I forgot to mention Assetto Corsa is another good one.
Yeah, I said of course. I got that.
Yeah, and Assetto actually, it's kind of it's unfortunate that like you think that they'd have all something figured out like on a simulator base, but Assetto Corsa is a little loose at times, where it doesn't really you don't feel connected to the wheel like F1, um, but it's still pretty good. I do like Dirt Rally a lot, like the latest one, and WRC is pretty good. But the Dirt Rally, I could spin laps all day if I had the opportunity to.
Yeah, dude, rally racing to me was always one of those. Dude, them guys are totally fucking nuts, right? Like for real. I mean,
the drivers are the crazy ones.
Yeah, as the passenger.
No, crowds are the crazy people.
Yeah,
like
well,
watch the vintage stuff from the Group B days where they're sitting there. Here's a test of willpower. How long am I going to stand out in the middle of the track while this 800 horsepower Audi comes flying at me? Let's see. Oh, now I need to move. It's just,
the golden days, golden era of rally racing. That Group B stuff is insane.
The new stuff now is bonkers because they've got the hybrid stuff now. It's Group B all over again. It's just not it's not supercharged and turboed. It's turboed with a push to pass, and it's just like, oh, it gives you another 300 horsepower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, what's interesting about this is that it's just crossed my mind recently. Is if one day the opportunity pops up, I definitely want to do some rally racing. And over the winter when I went back home, I got to talking with some cousins and uncles and people that are in my area, and they were telling me that rally is really popular. And I remember being a kid watching the rally stages come through our town, and so there's people that I know that could get me into rally racing, which would be pretty cool. But of course, that's another ball game with different money and stuff.
Dirtfish Rally School up in the Northwest.
Actually, I drove through it when we went to Washington this year, and a class is only $3,000. So you could get away with it in just a weekend, kind of deal with the family.
Yeah, only
no, but
okay.
Yeah, it's crazy
for the weekend. But,
right. But for now, I'll keep trying on the simulator, and hopefully one day I'll be able to do something, even if it's just for fun. And last year during the winter, Jackson and Owen Fairburn and I we bought a rally car.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was $1,000 on Facebook Marketplace, and it was a decked out. They gutted it, and it's now I forgot the name. Protege.
Yes, Mazda Protege. Great little car.
Mazda Protege. Yep.
You can beat the balls off those things.
And we did. We picked it up. It was set up for like a gincana or a little time trial, and we never raised the car or anything. We took it on the grass field at Owen's farm and just ripped it for like 3 nights in a row until we poked a hole in the oil pan, and it's kind of been sitting there for a while now. So, but so I kind of gotten into that a little bit, and it's definitely something that like I don't ever, it might be a possibility in the future. Who knows? But I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be entertaining. I know that.
I always watch the whenever they have it on Red Bull TV, it's free. Yeah, I'm always on there because those guys are just nuts. The photographers are just as nuts. Same thing with the crowd, right? They're still just as nuts. It's like the Isle of Man TT, but with cars and snow and jumps and all kinds of cool shit, right? And the guy, when I watch it, especially when they go, the guy sitting, he's like 9 meters up and right, take a left and do all this shit. I feel like sometimes I'm like, dude, I wish there was a mute button. You could just mute that guy, right? Like, dude, shut up, dude. I got this, like, let me drive, God damn it.
You'd be surprised how helpful that is. Even on
I know
simulator.
It is. I know.
But it's just I understand what you're saying. Like sometimes they're like in the zone. You're like, I wish you would just shut up so I could just do my thing.
Right. Just
have you guys ever heard of Brandon Semenuk?
Brandon Semenuk.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
So he is a kid that I looked up to ever since I was a kid. I remember watching. I think one of the first videos I watched is the reason why I got into downhill racing. But he did downhill slope style. He's a BMX guy originally, and then he got into doing all this stuff. And he does Rampage and won it multiple times. Well, in the recent years, he's been doing rally racing, and he actually became Travis Pastrana's teammate on the Subaru team.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's from British Columbia.
That's
I think
okay. Now I
Whistler.
know who you're talking about. Yeah.
That's badass.
Whistler.
Yep.
And he's always raced on Subarus, and he had a little Subaru car in his old videos I used to watch. And yeah, it's fun. It looks so cool, and like to see him do so many different things at like a professional level is badass. He just came out with a video that is shot in one go, and it's him like ripping this trail on top of a hill, and it's like I don't know, it's pretty spectacular. But
Have you gotten
yeah,
been able to ride any lately? Like doing any mountain bike stuff? Have you been able to ride any?
no mountain bikes. When I was in Italy, we went go-kart racing a couple times, and then when I came back, I went to do the winter throwdown in Florida for a flat track.
Yeah.
So I got to do some flat track, and I got to ride at Ashton's house a couple times, and then but yeah, apart from that, no, it's been so cold here lately, like this past couple 2 weeks.
Dude, I had 7 inches of snow last week. I'm in Nashville.
Yeah,
it's
you
everything shut down.
Yeah, no, we got hit with snow too, but we got about 3 or 4 inches.
Oh,
I
no,
think it wasn't much. Yeah, it wasn't much at all.
We haven't gotten above freezing in a week and a half.
Yeah, it's been cold. It's cold as shit here.
Horrible.
It is.
Yeah, that's really cold.
Ugh.
It's cold. It's no bullshit. But yeah,
It's actually being like below freezing here in the last couple of days, but we got no snow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unfortunate.
I mean, I would have given you some of what we got.
Yeah,
just,
right.
you know,
for sure.
You could have had.
I would have taken it. I
you
would
could
have
had
taken
it,
all
man.
the snow because I love it. Wait, actually, the second to last day I was in Italy, we got about this much snow on the ground, and probably shouldn't say this, but my grandma let me borrow the car, and me and my buddies would just go tear up all the side roads, and we had
As you
our
should.
fun, but yeah, it's questionable what we do with that little car.
I love it, dude. That's awesome.
Is there any damage
We're
to it?
guilty.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Nah,
You're
That's
fine.
awesome.
I try not to hurt that little car because it's got to make it through the year to carry my grandma around. But when I'm there, I feel like I open up the exhaust a little bit, you know.
Let her
Pull the
breathe.
cobwebs off.
Yeah.
Italian tune-up.
And I'm sure you ate good pasta and good food out there, right? Yeah.
Awesome food. I did Christmas with my grandma on my mom's side, and then my grandpa on my dad's side the day after. And both times I just come out there and I'm full. I'm like, I'm just regretting all this because now I got to do it again.
I've got to spend an extra 4 hours on a bicycle now because of this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so you was out there flat track. My man Eli Block was out there too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yep. No, we had a good time, and yeah, it was cool to see Eli progress so much. I believe he told me that was his first time, and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." But he was riding really good for it to be his first time. So, it was my first time racing 3/8 of a mile track, and kind of getting on a bigger bike. So it was a good time. I think Eli made 2 mains, and he ended up pretty good.
Good.
So yeah, I didn't do so well. I made 1 main, and then somebody took me out in the second lap, and then it was like downhill from there. Just kind of kept crashing and getting beat up, and I was pretty beat up already from that previous crash, and I don't know. It was an up and down weekend, but it was fun. I learned a lot. First time being on a 3/8 of a mile track is no joke. So it was, and especially to be at one of the biggest races in the on the East Coast at least. It was a good time. I was glad to make 1 main.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's proper mega for sure. And obviously that's something you're going to do too in the future, some more flat track.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm signed up. I signed up yesterday for a Southeast flat track race in I think the first weekend of February.
Cool.
So I'm definitely looking forward to doing more of that. And even just as like riding, it's so much cheaper to do around here, and there's so many more tracks. And it beats trying to ride supermoto all the time. And yeah.
Same bike. I could just like switch the preload around a little bit and change the wheels.
Yeah.
Take the front brake
No,
off.
I actually bought a Honda CRF 450 for a flat track.
Really? There you go.
I found it. Yeah, I found it for a steal in Ohio before Christmas, and I decided to drive up there and pick it up.
That's awesome.
Kind of like overnight thing. Just kind of, I don't know. I should slap my wrist every now and then before buying things, but that Honda was like such a great deal, and I've been wanting to do flat track for so long. And with the endurance money we won, I decided to buy a 450.
Hey, there you go. Might
Right.
as well. I mean, yeah, all the flat track stuff you can do down around in the Southeast at least, dude. All you gotta do is find somebody with a farm and be like, hey, can I cut some circles right here? And you're done.
Yeah, and I'm fortunate to have Owen. His parents' house is only 20, 30 minutes from here, and we're good buddies. And he's got a farm, and he's got a grass track, or somewhat of an oval, and a little flat track for a TT. So it's cool. It's so cool to have all these tracks around here.
It's awesome.
It's good stuff. Look, and then Erica, she says, I want to go to Italy with you, right? We all do.
Hey, we all did.
Yeah, right? and Chris Parrish, man, he says, what's Giacomoto doing next year in MA? We don't know yet. This is the question.
We'll find out in February.
Yeah, we'll find out. We're going to have him back on February. So, yeah, stay tuned. And
the real question is, what's Chris Parrish going to be doing this year at Moto America?
Right.
All only thing I know is he's making body work. That's all I've got for you right now. Because he's expanded. He's doing Triumph body work now, and I think he's doing 660s. But I know he got picked up by a team running Triumph, so he's been making their body work.
Okay.
But yeah, again, we'll get him on and we'll have that conversation with him.
Yeah, for sure. Brennan says
It'd be curious to see what team it is with the Triumph.
Yeah, and I
Who's
know
coming
right?
in with the Triumph.
Yeah.
Dude, Moto America next year is going to be, dude. I wonder what happens going to happen to Matty Skoltz, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
it sucks. I hate to see him. I hate to see a whole team kind of leave the paddock, especially it was one of the biggest teams. But I think they're replacing it with something else, and it just kind of the way things go.
Yeah, I know. Listen, Brendan says he starts speaking Italian and the ladies' hearts melt. Is that true, Giacomo?
Man, I think when I try to talk to girls here in the States, they think that I'm just playing around. They're like, "You're not Italian. You're from here. Like you're from Georgia or something." I'm like, "No, I'm actually Italian." And
check the
most
accent,
of them want to see a
sweetheart.
passport. Yeah.
Check.
But
I don't have the Georgia accent. Come on now.
That's awesome. Dude, if I could speak Italian, I'd be speaking it to everybody all the time. I'd answer the phone that way.
God.
They'd be like, I must have the wrong number. Absolutely, right?
I'm hanging up. Like, oh, wait, we're done.
Don't call me no more. Don't call me no more. But yeah, listen, Giacomo, this has been a lot of fun. Ryan, it's always fun, man. It's Ryan had to dip out on us, but no biggie, right? We're gonna have him back up too. Look, listen. Brendan says that's how he picks up all the chicks. Trust me, I sat up late in the back of the Wolf's Toy Holler to learn this.
No.
Oh shit, he just busted you out.
No, just downed him
dude,
out.
I like Brendan.
No.
Brendan, dude, listen, Brendan, we have got to have a chat so I can get some. Yeah, we'll have a chat. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Downed him out.
Man, Brandon's a good guy, but you can't be getting
not right now, apparently.
I love it, dude. I love it. And then David, always good to see you guys. Yes, it's absolute honor, Dave, to see you. Thanks again for the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out
Both of
to
us.
David. Yeah, and Erica. And I can't wait to have that bread everybody keeps telling me about.
Love banana
So
bread.
yeah, the banana bread for sure. But yeah, so Yakimo, I know there's a lot of stuff you got to do it, some this and that he can do in my country, but he can try. He says it's some of this that he can do that my country, but can't try. I think that's oh, dude, Brennan, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. But yes, listen, Yakimo, always an honor, always a pleasure. Can't wait to
Always,
meet in real life, like I always tell people. And you will be in Atlanta, Georgia for the MA round, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, good. Because we'll have to run through the paddock and cause some mischief together for sure.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Me and you gonna
I'm
run
down,
around and cause some mischief for sure. Me and
Shit.
you, yeah, 110%.
down.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. And Daniel's gonna be there, and Erica, we love you too, 110%. Yeah. So listen, guys, we're gonna end this, and of course, Yakimo, before we get off here, tell everybody where they can find you on social medias and follow you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so on Instagram it's Giacomo_Manera, and then I also have my more racing page, which is Manera Racing 59, and yeah, come check me out and see some of the stuff I post. I try to keep it a little interesting, and try to have a post every now and then. So hopefully I can keep you guys entertained through this
You
winter.
do, yeah, 100% you do. We actually need to get you a club made, Club Giacomo.
Club
Yeah.
Manera 59.
Yeah, Club Manera 59.
Yeah.
And people, whatever,
I'm
dude. T-shirt, hats,
I
dude.
just came out with these hats, and I got some shirts too in the background. So at one of these rounds, I'll try to get you guys a set.
Bro, you already know, dude. You already know.
And if anybody wants one, they can hit me up, and I got a couple. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, I'm definitely in for one. I'd rock it on the podcast. Absolutely, I would. But yeah, so my UK friends do it a lot, right? They have a club, Manera 59 or whatever, and then hats and T-shirts, and then they enter drawings to win stuff. Every round you go to, right? You just enter everybody that's in the club, and then they can win something, sign a picture or something, or when they come to the racetrack, conversate, whatever it is, right? I think it's a good way to pull more people in, and you give they feel like they're actually part of a team, right? And instead of just a fan, like I'm actually part. You see my name, it's right there on that board. That's me right there. Let's go, Giacomo, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. But yeah, listen, it's an honor. I can't wait. I will text you, Giacomo. Go have fun, and Daniel, just stay on with me for a minute. And
I got you,
guys. Listen, I appreciate everybody that always watches us. Listen, it's an honor. I say it all the time. I got to give a huge shout out to my man Martin at the Clothing Kings, because yes, our merch is now finally live on the website. You can go to the Clothing Kings. You can get soft shell jackets, beanie hats, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining. I love every single one of you guys, and it's always an honor to be here. So yeah, as my man Northeast always says, I don't know why I keep saying this, but it's always, you guys knew who I am. Daniel Shoemaker, my man Yakimo Manera. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, see you guys.
Thank you guys.
All right, hang on. Let me end this real